Hey, what's up you guys, DJMama here, and we're here for part 3. So we'll try not to make this long. So we're only going to keep these as brief as we can. So if you weren't here before, we're just rating some archetypes 1 to 10 and seeing how they went through. A lot of factors are coming in: competitive viability, how cool the archetype looks like, or how much I generally like them. Sure, let's just get onto it. Monarch. I think this is at least an 8. Because it's early days with like the regular monarchs. I think they're kind of fun. So I think the monarchs once they got in like 2016, 2017, the big monarchs, Aether Erebus is nice, and current 2025 monarchs is doing well in mostly Genesis. It did, I think, get a TCG win. I think so, but I think 8 is probably where it's gonna go for now. Maybe a 9. We'll see how it stacks up with everything else. Dark World. 7. It's always just been like, hey, extenders, bodies, dark stuff, generic good things, and not really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just kind of playing its own game, spinning its own wheels, and just seeing what win condition can fulfill. Then we have VW. I guess I have to put these on a 9, because 9, Shen. Get it? 3, 6, 9s. I'm putting it on a 9, even though I don't think it's that much better than Monarch. But initial wave Phantom Rage VW was nasty work. I think I'm sticking it at an 8 for now because it hasn't really stood the test of time since 2020 era 2021. But I think that's about it. Yeah, it would be a 9 if it was still good, but it's definitely not doing well. It could do well in Genesis with, like, I don't know, the Adventure line, but I don't think Shen got its support it needed with the White Tiger. It definitely needs another gate or maybe more spells and drops to do what it needs to do. Power Tool? Oh, this is Morphtronic. 4? They're kind of fun, but that's about it. Power Tool's great. I'm like, Power Tool archetype? Alright, Morphtronic. Morphtronic is, yeah, we'll just leave it at there. 4 is about right. Melodious, my deck I really wanted to play more. I'm putting it at a 7 because at the start, Melodious was so barren, and then we got Refrain, Ostinato, or we had Ostinato. Yeah, Refrain, Baka, Etoile, and Couplet changed the deck immensely, and got it many tops down the line. Good in different formats. Sadly, it's not really that. I don't know if it's that good in Genesis without Refrain and Couplet, but it still has access to all of its really good fusions. So you never know. Maybe it could show up in Genesis, but you never know. Fabled. I'm gonna put these at a 6, I guess. Obviously, Lurie. Lurie's the Fiendsmith Requiem 1 card if you don't draw it. I'm gonna put it at a 5 actually, because Raigen's a 5. Yeah, I'll just put it there. Potential man, but definitely has some highs. Monstrous Events get it a decent thing. Fiendsmith is always there to help it out, but yeah, we'll just leave it there. Mutant. I think I'm putting these lower than Morphtronic. At least Morphtronics were kind of fun and gimmicky. Mutant is just not as good as it needs to be. Naturia. Probably a 7. They end on the big guys. Beast, Barkion are nice. But the main deck guys were bad for so long until Camilla. Yeah, till Camilla Mole Cricket came along. And then that revamped the deck. It was nice, and its Sacred Tree is still limited to this day because of that. So, yeah, hope you guys agree with that one. I'm putting it at a 7. That's where oh god. Nephthys Archetype. I have to put this on another 3. Conductor is such a great card, that ritual card. If you never read Conductor, it's that ritual level 2 that just summons a Nephthys. Just a ritual summon from deck. And Mitsurugi has now claimed that for free. Yeah, sadly needs more support directly. That's all I'll say. Ninja. We'll also putting this as a 5. It's potential, man. Everybody knew that Hanzo was a crazy card. But there weren't enough good cards. And then once it got like Kagero, Joe Biden. uh, there was something there. It was very good in Kashtira format because the Kashtiras don't have a lot of ways to just stop being Bookamooned, and Bookamooning them was at a premium. But yeah, I think this is where I'll put him, just slightly above Necros. Just haymakers in the day, but it's been 10 years and I don't think it's enough. So after Necros, yeah, even the support in Monster's Revenge couldn't help them. The new Pendulum, Divine Mirror, they're doing maybe alright in Genesis. Well, the Necros generator list came out and it was just Exa. The one at Necros who's never seen play the level 5 is what it is. But I think it could be alright. I'm just putting it at a 7. That's what I'll put it. If this is Neospatians and your only card is good cards like Grand Mole and like instant contact, that's all I'll say. Aesir. Yeah. I think, the goats, Golfaye, the horses, and all that, those are nice cards. I'll put them right there at 3. But they need some better bosses. These guys need to retrain. Loki, Thor, and Odin all need retrains. And the Link one is also crazy. Nouvelle. I think this is where I'll put the 6 for a Burger. Burger's a 6. Yeah, I think that's just where I'll leave them. This is a 6. No really explanation. I just like a Cloudian. Jesus Christ. This is for Junior Journey, I guess. Eye of the Typhoon was a monster in Junior Journey. When it was just normal summon and not just, hey, we can do Orcus combo by normal summoning Nightmare. Numeron. It does what it does, but it's only does the one thing, which is does well. But there's a better deck that did OTKing even better. Oh, Man. I think Man is negligible. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'll put Man at 8. I think that's where it should go. Man with Mark, Tomb Keeper, the Odeon stuff is nice. So, yeah. 1 in its decent year in release. It's got some tops. People are worrying about it in both TCG land and Genesis format. So, pretty nice power level. Evil Eye. Evil Eye. You're gonna have to tell me this one, chat. I don't know about this one. 3. Might be a 4. Snake Eye! Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was so dominant once it got popular. It just did everything. OSS coming back now would probably put Snake Eye in contention for a top deck. I don't think we're ever getting OSS back, but I just think this is a nice little ad. Yeah, I'm gonna put Snake Eye at 10. Because even though it's without OSS, it's really not been great. Ash Poplar is still great. Bonfire Even 1 is fine. I'll say yeah. This is probably a 10. Oh god. Ogdo. Put it at a 4. All the cards read interesting, but once again, the reptile archetype doesn't have the boss right now. Besides Habakiri. Ojama. Put him at a 2. They can do interesting stuff. They have like weird ways to do stuff. Ojama Sprite. No, I'm kidding. Ojama Triberg. No. Ojama Simulation is a card. It just combines 2 archetypes like this and Armed Dragon, which is very funny. Orcust, my love. I'm putting it at a 9. Not a 10. Not a perfect 10. Because even though in this year, in 2025, once Monster's Revenge released Galatea and then Legirsu, it has seen a various amount of tops. It's seen wins. It hasn't been the number 1 deck in the room. And because Lancia exists, I just think it's not all the way there. Yeah, sometimes we just lose to Lancia. And that's its main complaint, its main hatred. the end board it makes on itself is, you know, is just like maintaining resources. It's not just like, all right, I have now won the game. You never really feel like Orcus has truly locked the game until it's truly over. So yeah, I'll put Orcus at 9. Plunder is a 7. It's just some pilots who play the deck and like, you know, I'm just gonna give you a hard time. It's just gonna give you a hard time if you don't know it a lot. It does need the new support, the wind ship, and maybe another main deck guy. We'll see how it goes from there. Fluffles. Both of these guys at a 7. Yeah. Fluffle pilots slash Edge and Frightfur are doing cold fusion. We're doing cold fusion, but I think today in 2025 and even like 2-3 years even before, this archetype can't afford to play hand traps. It needs to be like engine is like 20 slots, non-engine at least 10 to 20 slots, and then flex spots. And this has to be like all engine because you want your toy vendor to hit. And yeah, you have to be all gas, no brakes with this archetype, and can't really do that anymore. But still, decent cards in there. Penguin. I mean, we're about to get a new Penguin card soon, so we'll have to see. But I think I'll put them at a 3 for now. Galaxy Eyes. You know, there was an FTK about them, so yeah, I'll put them at a 5. Under the Burgers, yeah, sounds about right. Fire Fists. Put him at a 6. Why? Because Tanky is a lot of a kind of level card. There's still decent extra deck guys. The new support when they got like more links was great, but it wasn't enough, even though they read crazy. But yeah, I'll put them there. Oh god. What? Wait, how? What? Okay. Skull Crobat Joker. So this is like Pen Magician? Almost pretty much ruined the game. It was crazy. These ones like around Bosch release 2016, I think, 2015. These were Public Enemy #1. If this is like what? Just Dark Pendulum Magician? Yeah, I'll put these here. They were nasty work. They were just putting up boards that probably shouldn't have existed back then. And they had to have a master rule change to just nerf them. Multiple. Gimmick Puppet. It's an FTK enabler. Or FTK. I think it only FTKs and then OTKs with its rank 8s. That's all it does. Does it okay enough, but the metagame doesn't play around it so well. Or it doesn't play around it so well. Predaplant. It's gonna be probably below them. I think 5's here. Anglo Melody is a really good card. I'll put it at a 5 for now. Primite, great engine. Normals are being played. I think Primite Odeon is also right together. Really good right now. Yeah, I'll put it at an 8. GK, the first archetype. Necro Valley the deck. Sometimes it just shows up. Yeah, sometimes they just like, alright, here's Twitch Commandant, get Necro Valley, set some cards, and then like go for a big guy. They just like Dragoon sometimes. That's what I think they were last doing. But yeah, GK Spy, crazy card even in 2010. Was crazy card in even 2004 when it released. So yeah, Pearly. I'll put it next to these guys. I don't think it was as heavy as a hitter as these guys up here, but scary deck. Put it above all these for now. That's about it. Draco Tail. Oop, not a 2. It's a 9. It's another 9, I think. Draco Tail is probably taking over Mastodor right now as a recording, as I released 5 manas, crazy card. Yeah. Yeah, branded Dracotail is putting up a lot. It's winning a lot actually. So we might have the resurgence of Dracotail soon. I think these cards are crazy work. Rahu and Ketu are nasty. All the cards just say, okay, set a Dracotail spell once we're fusioned. Insane. You know, the only downside is that people are figuring out, okay, we can play Bell or Meister or Skullmeister to deal with Dracotail. And yeah, I'll put it at a 10 for now. It's having a really good year out of Justice Hunters. Klee. Pay 8, feel great, but I don't know if it's an 8. I don't even know if it's a 7, I'll be honest with you. I'll put it at a 7. It's pretty nice. But Towers was a guy back then. And we probably still refer to all of the guys who are unaffected as Towers. So, decent legacy. Raw. A 4? I mean, the support cards around it are only okay. I'm putting this up for just Sphere mode. Ragnarika? I wish this kind of got more support. It's a 5. It just depends on which like archetype you go through, like insect, reptile, or what's the third one? Insect, reptile, plant. Yeah, weird one. Raid Raptor. This deck just puts up something crazy, and then no one cares. Not bad. RB. It did win, so I guess I have to put it at least at a 5. It didn't win something this year, but I don't think it's all that great. All the main deck guys are 1-ofs. all of the main deck guys were played for 1-ofs, and they played 3 Gears. Yeah. Regenesis. Alright, I'll put him at a 6. Yeah, 6. Doing alright for itself. Seeing play as a decent weird engine. Shark? If this is Shark, I guess it's another 6. It's not really doing as much, but it's not bad. Rika. Plant stuff. 7. If Jess was still playing, this would probably be higher. But yeah, I think I'll put... Is Rika even the strong part of like the plant slop? I think it's better than... I think Sun Avalon part is a little better, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll put this actively at a 6. Rika put there. Even though Petal's insane, yeah. Dustbots. It's another 4. Sadly didn't do as much as I wanted to. It's running out of numbers. Warrock. It's a 1 or a 2. 2. 2. Nah, I can't give it. I'm like drink of one thing. It does well, and I can't think of it. Rocket. Oh, not a 2. We'll see how it gets in the news report, but currently it's a very well staying archetype. Did show up for a number of years, and it might show up now further once we get Burst Protocol, which we don't have yet. Is this also Morphtronic? Isn't this a Morphtronic card? I'm putting up a power tool. Oh, it's a Roids. Roids. 3. Fire King. It's a 7. Did win, but it's only been winning with her one pilot. Same pilot who's winning. We'll put it right here. It's having a good year right now, and had a great year even before with obviously Snake Eye. Put it right there, and it wasn't bad before that too. Like cards like, well, what are the 4s? I forgot. Oh well. Jesus, True Draco, Menaces. Menaces back then. Today have dwindled really badly, so it's a 7. Black Rose. Playing at a 6. Plant stuff. If it starts doing well in Genesis, it might go up to a 7. That's about it. Gear Golem. And there's like 3 playstyles. Beat down, make big guy, or FTK with howitzer. No wait, is that Dynamist? No, this is Runic. Runic. Currently not great right now. What is it missing currently? Doing well in Genesis well enough because everything's unpointed. What is it missing now? Is it missing anything? Is it still like Fountain 2? I think I'll just put it at 7. Definitely lost when it was an engine. It's lost its luster right now, and then as a pure like runic deck to like mill your opponent, it's only okay. X Saber, even with the new support, I don't think it's gonna be great. So I'll put it at a 5. Read the new cards. I think they'll only end up here as at best. Salamangrat. I want to put Salad at 8, but I don't think it's actually aged too well now. Cards like Pyro Phoenix, it still does what it does. It's a Link climb deck, but it's not Malice, so yeah. Super heavy. Anything for Wakaushi. But yeah, losing out on Scarecrow early has hurt this deck immensely. Voiceless! Another 7 archetype. We got a lot of 7s. Doesn't have the staying power, sadly. Just kind of fell out of favor a lot quicker than people expected. But it's still a good deck. Should do well in Genesis. Shining Sark? Oh god. 5. I've seen it as an engine in Orcus because I guess it's more discard fodder, but I think the Diabellstar stuff is better. The Azamina line. Rescue Ace. I'll put it alongside these, you two. Still needs OSS, but yeah. Time Lord, Jesus Christ. 4? Could a Time Lord deck win? Probably not. Lightsworn, my boys! Oh, how the new support sadly didn't help you as much as I thought it would. Dragonling, Weiss, Minerva, and Big JD are cool cards. They're just not enough these days. Shinobird, my boys! I think they're good in Genesis. That's all I'll say, because it's unpointed, and then you can do stuff. Check out the drop profile. But I don't think they're all that great. The new cards, the new field spell is great. The little shades are great. God, it's just not enough, sadly. I think it's a 5. Here is Mayakashi. Gaki, great card. I don't think it ends on anything great yet. The Fascinators and like Yuki-Onna links are cool, but they're like the 7th best zombie engine. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're good. Samorg, decent engine for Flu, but nothing else. So sadly, Bird of Perfection is probably the only card you remember from this, which is a good one. Mermail, I have to give it up to Mermail. Did do well in like Ryzeal, against Ryzeal and Malice during the time, because hand ripping been Mooling Glacia, and it got Bahamut Shark hit. So yeah, I'll put Mermail here. 6 AM, unlike these two, it's kind of not as great. Razor the Abyss did not get the same love as Mermail did. But they're trying. They're still trying to give out more 6 Samurai stuff. Okay, here's the better part of plans. These cards are still limited. They're still like Healer and Dryas are still limited. So yeah, this is where I'll put it. Better plant stuff. Oh god, these Blackluster soldiers, so not good. They're not great. That's all I'll say here. Sophicord. You know what? Sophicord was probably going to end up 3 or 4 here, but now that it's had a decent year after the new support, I'm actually going to put it here. And that's not just with Yummy Mitsurugi. It's done some things with just Yummy. But yeah, these cards are good. I think there's also a Canine variant of this deck, so I'm actually I was surprised. think Sofa Cord's gonna go right there. New support is crazy. AKA Happiness. Fortune Fairy. Bye. Winwitch. A decent engine. I'm putting it at a 5. Never really did anything on its own. Spriggans. Can you imagine this deck having a Soul Charge and an XC monster, and then it just not doing anything? My boys. It's 2. I'm just kidding. Sprite. Sprites, my boys. They're doing well for each other. I know it. What keeps it okay is that it's okay in Genesis right now. It's alright in Genesis. You know, the starter just got set down to 10 points. Gigantic's only 20, so I think it's doing pretty well. Can do pretty well for itself right there. And then it had to compete with one of the best decks of all time, Tier. Alright, Junk. We don't have the new support. Technically, the new support is technically out. It released finally to us. Finally. Will it do much? I'm going to keep it at a 6 for now. We'll see if Junk will be able to end on those crazy synchro boards. Jesus. The Necrofear archetype, Dark Sanctuary with like not Final Destination, Destiny board, 2. This is the same thing as Galaxy. Tachyon, same thing. Tier. Whoop. Yeah, if all these cards were a 3, it'd be nasty. So, yeah. Tenpai, same. This is the same thing. Yeah. These two are competing about which one was worse for 2024. The fact that we had Snake Eye or the fact that we had a Tenpai. Really rough year for Yu-Gi-Oh. Tenyi, what is this? Tenyi? It's at least decent. But the new support was a really big letdown, but you know, Vishuda, all those free specials are nice. TG? This is the 5. Sorry. TG on its own is not great. Let's just say that. Therion once again by itself is not great. And then Tindangles for... Yeah, this is only good in sealed series. Other than that, it's not that great. Alright, that's the list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Is there anything we want to move up? Anything stronger here that should be? Probably this. Rocket. I'll put Rocket here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, alright. And then moving any of these up, I'll put Pearly here. And probably Salad. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll put it there. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.